You had to reach to the front of the line. You had to use your mind. You had to reach to become a student before you could teach. Let's reach and open our minds to the power of spoken word. Power of spoken word with Paul. Power of spoken word with Paul. Power of spoken word with Paul.
You know, everyone, on my podcast and on my videos, I'm going to promote marriage because I think we were never put on this planet to be by ourselves, even though the media is promoting that be by yourself. There's a show coming on, I'm not going to call the TV station, but it's called The Cleaner. And they're showing the promo says that she's a single mom and she has an IQ of 150, and she's helping the police department to solve crime. And they're promoting single parenthood. Imagine movies and TVs promoting single parenthood when they know that there's an 89% chance that a single parent, that child, is not going to have a good life. It's just not. But the media have no problem promoting that. And then a lot of people live their lives through the media and then think it's okay. Not understanding that it was never meant for us to be by ourselves. Now, I say this to young people: if you're going to get married or when you're going to get married, you know, you have to have something spiritual about you, that you understand that we were never meant to be by ourselves based on the Bible and the scriptures. That's why there's Adam and Eve, not Eve or Adam. It was both Adam and Eve. So God never created us for us to be by ourselves. And we have people telling us that we should be by ourselves. We got some of these magazines that people are head of these magazines, and in the magazines they're interviewing celebrities that are single, and they're telling them the great life they have, the trips they're going on, and all these things are happening. But these are celebrities, people with money, right? That can afford to have their kids in one home and they're in another home and the kids are with a nanny. But reality is that you're not in that lifestyle. But they're teaching you or telling you that you could do it. I hear a woman say a couple of weeks ago, there's a lady in Africa that got married. I think she's 42 years old. She's married to a billionaire. And I hear women say, see, if she could do it, I could do it. That's one in a million. And the backstory is that this woman is a princess of some African tribe in Africa. So if you think that you are her, you're sadly mistaken. We have to understand that in marriage, there's going to be times where you're not going to get along. Okay? But that don't mean you end your marriage because you have children there. And I'm tired of hearing people say, but what about my life, my happiness? You have children. What about their life, their happiness, their security? We keep forgetting that there's children involved here. And I understand why people change their vows, because they don't want to be held accountable for what the vow says, for better, for worse, for sickness and health, until death do us part. That's why they change their vows, because then they don't have to be married to you till death do us part. They don't have to be married to you because sickness and health, or for better, for worse. That's why they change their vows, so that when they're getting divorced, the accountability portion of it is no longer there. My wife and I understand it's going to be till death do us part, because we have been through sickness and in health. We have been through, for better for worse, where we didn't have anything, when we were trying to scrape up money to make sure that our kids eat, and then we figure out how we're going to take care of ourselves later on. We understand better for worse. We understand sickness and health. And we're going to be there for each other until death do us part. Because that's what our Father said to us. And that's what our brother Jesus said to us. So I'm going to hold myself and my wife accountable for what we went forth between for the church and what we said in church till death do us part. Is our marriage perfect? Absolutely not. And I would be lying to you if I tell you that our marriage is perfect. But we work on it. Every day we work on it to make sure that we fulfill our goals and our dreams based on what our Father God and our brother Jesus we came to church for. That's why we're doing this. And we also want our children to see it. They don't want to get married, or they don't want to be married because, this dating, the way this dating thing is going and this court thing is going, they just said a lot of these women are chameleons. When you finally meet you just meeting representative now until you meet the person. You're meeting the actress right now, right? They're acting. So I'm not rushing them to get married. That's on them. When I got married, it was a different era, different time. So that's up to them what they want to do with their lives. But I strongly let them know that marriage is a good thing because we were never meant to be here by ourselves. So everyone, if you're I want you to understand that on my platform, I'm discussing marriage and why marriage is a good thing, because when you come together as one, you'll see how much you could accomplish instead of doing it by yourself, right? It's way harder doing it by yourself when you could do it with somebody. And I hear people say it's better to do it by yourself or doing it with somebody. It's better to do it with someone instead of saying I could do bad by myself. You shouldn't be doing bad by yourself. Of course you're going to be doing bad by yourself. But if you were to be doing it with somebody, then you would be doing good, both of y'all.